Hello everyone, welcome to William in the Magic Box. Today on our show we are going to have Chris. Chris is from England in the UK. So let's see what Chris has to say. Enjoy the interview. So hello Chris, how are you?
I'm not bad, not bad. All things considered.
So tell me, how's your day going so far?
Well, eventful. I've got a bit of an issue with my coach, so I'm currently off the road trying to sort some recovery out. Get it recovered back to a friend's garage, have some work done.
I see. And tell me where you're from, Chris?
I'm from a little town called Runcorn. It's a few miles just outside Liverpool. The accent's probably there.
And that's the place where you're born and raised?
It is. I was there for 40 years.
Wow, amazing. And of course, now you are living in a van now, yeah? When I was checking your profile on TikTok, it says there, 1 man, 2 dogs, and a coach touring around the world. So tell me a little bit about that journey so far.
I started back in February, March, and I sold me home. I was working 60 hours a week to try and manage to run a 3-bedroom bungalow on my own, and I just thought I don't really need a bungalow because families out there that could probably use it better, and I didn't need that lifestyle. I felt like I felt like I was barely surviving, and I've always been one for like living in the moment and going out. So out of nowhere, I just thought, you know what, I'm selling up. So I sold up. I was planning on moving abroad for a while, anyway, just to get out of the UK. But things just changed. I rented a camper van, went out in that, and with the dog being the size he is, not this one that's trying to sneak up on the side, see what's looking in the background. Get down, guys. Down.
Sweet.
And then it wasn't really big enough for me and that, so I do like my space. So I managed to stumble upon a tour bus that was for sale. As it happens, it was actually Iron Maiden's tour bus from like 2005, something like that. They toured in it, and I thought, what a great vehicle to have with history and stuff. And it was ready to go. It had everything in it that I needed, plus more. It's got 10 bunk beds in it. Well, it did have. So it just seemed perfect. I bought it. I had to do some work on it, get it MOT'd. And then I literally just hit the road. Spent a couple of months around the Lake District. Everything in my life changed. It was weird. I've always chased adrenaline and like I ride motocross and stuff like that. I've always chased the dangerous sort of stuff, and once I moved away from that, all of a sudden I just liked walking in the hills. It was weird to me. It was like, why am I enjoying this? I don't like exercise. It was just weird. After a few weeks of doing it, I just felt so much better. And then I was like, this is for me. And I started finding like little places, going to walk, I'd set myself little challenges. Like I'd go and try and find certain things and views and viewing spots like hidden quarries, all that sort of stuff. Also basically I just thought, someone said to me, why don't you do a TikTok and start like recording your stuff and that? And so I did, and it literally, like, my first video got quite a lot of views, which I was a bit taken by. I've never really been able to deal with cameras like this now. 6 months ago, I wouldn't have even thought I could do this possible. I can't even watch my own videos or listen to myself speak.
It's amazing. It's great how those opportunities came along in our lives and you just embrace it, and suddenly it takes you in different directions. That's how I see.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I've learned so much since. It's like the stuff that we go through. It's not always that's not always the thing. It's what you take from it and where you grow.
Absolutely.
That's what I'm noticing. My whole persona is just I'm so much more relaxed. I was quite a reactive person, quite a hothead. Now I can be driving along and someone will cut me up and I'll be just like, it's okay. It just doesn't bother me. It's like nothing phases me anymore. I mean, as you know, I mean, at the moment, I thought I had a little bit of a fueling problem. It's turned out now that I need a full engine rebuild. I found that out an hour ago. I'm really nearly not too bothered or wound up about it because I know I can literally just park up in the garage. They can pull the engine out, and I can still live on board. I've got my generator. I've got all my. I've got everything I need.
Wow.
So I'm just completely stress free. It's an
Amazing.
absolutely amazing way to live.
So right now you are just enjoying the adventure right now.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I've been up all around Scotland. I mean, a few people might frown upon this, but I saw people said that I couldn't do the NC 500. So I did. They were a bit worried about the size of my vehicle, getting round. I'm not going to lie, I had no issues whatsoever. The only problem I did have was they wouldn't let me in a car park at the fairy pools on the Isle of Skye. But I just found myself a parking spot, didn't cause any obstructions, and then I just had to walk an extra mile, which isn't a bad thing. But other than that, there was no hold-ups, no getting stuck, no nothing. It was quite possibly one of the best times of my life, being up in the Highlands. I did not know how beautiful that place was.
Amazing. Okay, so during the interview, I'm going to explore a little bit more about your journey so far and also about your point of views, okay? Chris, before we start our journey within the Magic Box, I'd like you to tell me something interesting about yourself, or maybe something that not many people know about you.
It's hard because I'm an open book. I don't hide nothing from anyone. I tell them everything. I'm impulsive.
Always been?
Yeah, always been impulsive. Not always in a good way. But I don't know. Well, yeah, I was once on the news for being rescued by an helicopter, getting caught in a snowdrift.
Oh my God, really?
Yeah, when I was about 5. My dad took me to me. First my mum knew about it was seeing a helicopter lift me in my duffel coat on the news.
Oh my God, that's something to remember.
Yeah, so I was on a little weekend trip away with my dad. And
wow.
We got stuck in the old transit van with the snow.
Wow, very interesting. This is in England, near Liverpool.
The Lake District? I think it was the Lake District. I can't remember. Obviously, I was only a kid. I can just remember my big blue duffel coat with the big buttons and stuff. That's the image I can remember. But I feel like Cherry rings a bell or something like I can't remember exactly. I just know it was up in the lake somewhere.
Wow, very interesting for sure. Chris, are you ready to go on a beautiful journey through your memories in life and share your point of views?
Always.
Amazing. Welcome to William in the Magic Box. So I have here my best friend. Full of random questions, okay? I'm just gonna play a song now just for us to relax a bit before the first question, okay?
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay, so before we start the game, during the journey, if it comes up a question that you don't want to talk about, some reason you don't want to answer, always can change, okay?
Okay.
Good question. What does love mean to you?
Love, lifelong commitment. I think it is hard with this one because the world's changed so much, and love these days, I feel, is a loose term. I don't think people love people anymore. I think they love the idea of people. Love's it's ups and downs. It's building. It's something that it is a job, so to speak, because you're always working in a relationship term. It's unconditional loyalty. You can't pick and choose when you're loyal to them. They're yours, whether it's one-way street or not. For me, it is. I mean, don't get me wrong. If you're being manipulated because of your loyalties, is a bit different. But if someone actually loves you, then sometimes you need that one partner to be as loyal and this, and forgive and forget, and to grow together.
Do you believe that there are different kinds of love?
Yeah, I do. Nowadays, I think it's a throwaway love. I think it's disposable. I don't believe that people actually genuinely love anymore. It's sad. It's sad. But I just don't think people are built the same anymore.
I see. All right. Next question. Let's do it. Next question is, what is your favorite guilty pleasure TV show?
I like Suits.
Okay. Tell me why.
I don't know. I don't actually know. It's one of them series that I'll watch start from episode 1 and I'll watch right through, like literally watch all the way through full 9 series, and then just start it again. I don't know what it is. I think I like the way the people in there are quite articulate. So there's a guy in it, and it's Harvey, and he can be quite a horrible and manipulative person, but he uses that skills for a purpose. Whereas the people that are around him, his friends and families, he would do anything for, and he won't hurt them, not intentionally hurt them. He's loyal. He's got morals, integrity. I just feel like that's. I think basically watching that makes me feel a bit better in life, and because I know it's not out there. So when I see that, I think I'm telling myself it is still out there. Do you know what I mean? That sort of people is still out there. It's between that and Dexter. No. I don't know how far I should actually go into this one because, well, basically, I've never actually seen Dexter at one point until an ex-partner. I don't know what I've come over it, but I was having the garage converted into another bedroom, and suddenly I was the Runcorn Dexter. To a point she believed I was going around. And I'm like, who's Dexter? What's this Dexter? So then I started watching it. But again, it's with the same sort of things with her. So with Dexter, he's a serial killer, but it's put to good use, you know what I mean? And the way he looks at it is he's taking out the rubbish. I mean, no one's got the right to kill anybody. But if you're going to do it, you might as well kill the killers, the ones that are hurting the women and children. So, yeah, you got me overthinking now.
It's in America. It's an America series, or it's British?
Yeah, both of them are American.
Oh, I see. All right. Cool. I've heard about Dexter already. In Suits as well. I've heard it. I haven't watched it, but it rings a bell, the name, for sure.
Yeah, Suits is brilliant.
Amazing. Next question. Let's do it. Right. So before the next question, Chris, of course, it's visible your tattoos in your body, yeah? And I like this one in your chest, like all the way down to your belly.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me what is it a dog or is a lion? I cannot see properly.
So I've got a wolf.
A wolf.
Yeah, I've got the wolf on the front, and underneath it, I've got like a woodland and a mountain with a bit of a break.
Oh, I see. Tell me the meaning behind. Tell me the meaning behind of this one in your chest, the wolf.
It was me. It was when I realised that I didn't actually need people. I didn't need to be surrounded by people. I could do it on my own. Like the lone wolf. And obviously I like to travel in, so no better than a wolf in the woods. Do you know what I mean? And we just pieced it all together. And like I was saying before, I did intend to move abroad. I actually intended to move into France and build a log cabin. So the log cabins on there. So that's the basic idea of that. I mean, all my tattoos are pretty much symbolic to me. Most of them are animals too.
I see. So tell me, which one is the very first one you ever had and the latest one?
The very first one is this piece here.
Okay.
Yes. That's called Swinging in the Jaws of Death. That was done in 2015 and went ballistically viral. The amount of copies of it I've seen, which at first I was a bit wound up about it, but then I started reading the stories and everyone could relate to it in so many ways, and it was such an articulate note from good things to bad things, and it was nice to know that it meant a lot of people, meant to a lot of people. My last one, I'm not entirely sure because I done all my tattoos. I think it was about 180 something hours we done.
Wow.
In about 14, 15 month period.
Wow.
So yeah, I'm not.
And are you planning for the next one?
Yeah, because I do want a full body suit, so I want the rest of my neck finishing here. I'm down to my knees at the moment. Still need to have my arse done, but yeah, I want the northern hemisphere and the southern hemisphere for my arse, so I can put the points. I can have marks on to say where I've been in the world.
Oh wow, good point.
So I'll probably just give an idea away to people, but you know, well, yeah. So that's what I want. I'm also looking. I want a Viking style tattoo.
Okay.
I get called Hewitt quite a lot. So I do want a Viking tattoo to come from my neck here and come up and onto the side of my head.
I see.
But I've not really given it a massive thought at the moment. I'm just fixated on me traveling at the moment. And I only use my friend Luke Sayer, the artist. He's by far one of the best out there. He's just absolutely amazing.
See. All right. Next question for you is, what do you like the most about yourself?
I like to think I'm quite a calm soul. I'm easy to talk to. I like that people feel they can talk to me about things and approach me. That's something that people tell me a lot. And I do like that. Not because I like them telling me what they do. It's because they can trust in me to tell me them things, which would never, ever, ever be repeated. I wouldn't do it. But yeah, I do think that's the best part of me, is that people feel they can talk to me and trust me in that sense, and I can be there for people.
And which person in your life you feel more close to, more connected with right now?
My mum was me everything.
Your mom?
Yes, I've got a great relationship with my dad. But my mum, mummy's boy, as they say, but no, it was my mum. My mum inspired me to do everything.
Wow.
My mum's the one who gave me morals, and she was just, as an ADHD autistic kid, I wasn't easy. She was never mad at me. Never mad at me. She talked to me. She communicated and understood. And managed everything for me. Now, when I lost my mum, I kind of took it for granted at the time. And when I lost my mum, it made me realise how much of an impact she had in my life. And then it was that moment. I lost my mum at 56.
Quite young.
Yeah, very young. And some of the things she used to tell me was, would you live today? Tomorrow's not guaranteed, and things like that. And kind of validated that by passing at 56. So they give me a bit of a kick up. And then I had a serious motocross accident. So I do a bit of motocross racing. I had a serious motocross accident where I ended up having a full chest reconstruction, titanium, and the paramedic actually had to put a drain in at the side of the track to save me. So again, that validated what my mum was saying. And at that moment, once I got out of the hospital, I think I was in the intensive care for about 8 days, and then once I got out of there, that was it. I've lived every day like it's my last until then. Lived the moment.
What's your mom's name?
It's Julianne.
Julianne.
Yeah.
Wow. And when you think about her, what's the best memory that comes to your mind even when you think about her?
Her calm nature. She's just so calming. But yeah, she'd come in from a night out and she'd be having her ass out, slapping her ass and stuff. Do you know what I mean? She was mad. She was absolutely the best person I've ever met and known. Some of the memories, I'd be like walking along the front in Cornwall and stuff in our 80s. Well, my mum was in her 80s, polka dot bikinis and stuff, singing the Kylie songs and stuff like that.
That's nice.
Like I'll tell you another one of them. We was at a place in Cornwall and we got caught out by the tide and got stuck in this cave, and my dad carried me and my mum up the thing to get us out. Traumatic time, but also pretty good. To be honest, we wasn't even aware of the danger at that point. My dad handled it that cool. I'm relaxed. We wasn't worried.
Oh, sweet. I think those memories, always gonna come up to us, when you think about our loved ones, those memories just come, and this feeling of nostalgia, it's great. It feels good.
Yeah, definitely. Because I don't always remember this stuff. It takes stuff to trigger my memories and stuff, like you said, and I'll be talking away, and then all of a sudden, boom, something will be there. And
amazing.
I absolutely love it.
Absolutely. I have 3 questions left. Okay, let's do it. Next question for you is, what would be your ideal day?
My ideal day?
Yeah.
Or date?
Day. Or date as well, if you'd like to share.
It's difficult, really. My ideal day, I'm not gonna lie, I really, really enjoy sitting down with my feet up, watching telly with some good company. That is real. Don't get me wrong, it's nice to be able to turn and look out the window and have a nice sea view at the same time. That's good for me. I'm so I like a big range of stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I can go from that to bungee jumping. Literally,
Yeah.
like jump up and go bungee jumping, or go out on my bike. But no, I think I've really enjoyed just relaxing in front of TV with some good company.
When you think about yourself, Chris, when you analyze yourself and life, regarding life, what the meaning of life for you?
Experience, life
Mhm.
experiences. Push yourself to the limits. Don't let your mind hold you back. I believe that the human body is capable of unbelievable things. I mean, I've just seen a video of a parkour lad jumping off a bridge from 10 meters, landing on solid ground, and rolled out of it, no injury free.
Wow.
So it just goes to show we can do it. It's just our brain just tells us and drags us back into our comfort zone. You know, so yeah, I think people should push and push. Don't let them sit in the comfort zone.
Yeah.
Just you're capable of amazing things.
I think when you go out of your comfort zone, you can find amazing, beautiful things for sure.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. I mean, at the moment, I have got a goal, so I've got quite a high. There's not much that I wouldn't do or a bottle out of. I have now I've done me micro aircraft license. I've trained for that. And the reason I've trained for that is I want to start base jumping.
Wow.
And eventually I want a wingsuit. That's where I want to go. Whether I'll get there, I don't know. But that's where I want to go. I want to. If I can get to that point, where I do one wingsuit jump, I will look back and go, I'm happy. I've done it.
Wow.
I can't push myself anymore.
For sure, for sure. Ready for another one?
Yeah, go on.
2 questions left. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Before the next question, since we started your journey, your adventure, in a van, tell me what has been the biggest joy? What's a situation that happened to you that you're never gonna forget, that's always gonna have a special place in your heart?
I went for a walk, and I was like walking up this like stream and river, and I found it was like a few waterfalls, and then this thing, it was it turned into a bit of a cave. So I goes in, investigating the cave, and the cave goes down into the water. It turns out it goes underwater, and this cave comes out a bit further down. So not on this occasion, I didn't do what I wanted to do, because I need someone there with a rope connected to a rope to pull me back. But I wanted to swim through it and see where it brought me out. But obviously, probably wasn't really my wisest idea to do it then. So I walked around and found it, and I found this massive hole in the floor, the most beautiful place I've ever found with a waterfall. It's called Branny's Head Quarry, and there's a cave that it literally comes out under the water inside. Now I am going to be returning there with a friend, maybe an oxygen tank, and I am going to swim through it.
Wow, that's interesting. And it's an area where you are based right now?
No, that's up in the Lake District near Coniston Water.
I see. Okay. Next question, knees. What's something you always wanted to do but you're scared of?
Wingsuiting. I mean, I'm not really scared of it. That this is my mission, to find where I'm scared. It's a bit hard because I've been in a lot of injuries and spent a lot of time in hospital. From working on the motorways. I mean, I was run over by a transit van, so I got to a point where I was going to work, and I thought, and all the safety measures were in place, but yet this guy managed to hit me, and he nearly killed me. So I was like, well, hang on, we can just walk down the street and something can go wrong. So again, it was like, why should I fear these things? Do you know what I mean? And why should it? So then that started my chase of where my body's going to say, nope, not for you.
Wow.
But I mean, I won't bat an eyelid at jumping a 40-meter cliff into water or bungee jump. I just won't bat, and it just doesn't phase me at all. So obviously now I've got to start looking into the more dangerous stuff. I mean, the wingsuiting. That's the one for me. The wingsuiting. That's got the most dangerous statistics that I found, and plus
Oh my
it looks amazing.
That's
absolutely amazing.
I like your point of view. You're just looking for the scary thing.
Yeah, that's it. I want it where my body goes, no, not today, Chris.
Very adventurous for sure. Last question, ready?
Yeah.
Let's do it. Last one. You like dancing?
I do. I just can't do it. if the camera's off, right? I tell you what, throw a bit of Sultans of Swing on or something like that, and I've got the mop out. I'm sliding up the carpets. Yeah, my knees burn a lot. I like it just in my own company.
Amazing. Okay, so before the last question, people watch this interview right now. Maybe they would like to start, an adventure like you did, yeah? Like get yourself fun, get yourself, just crossing around, driving around and, exploring places. What's your best piece of advice for those people? Would you like to start that?
Do it. Don't give a second thought. You don't even need it. Just, I mean, there's a lot. I've risked a lot to do it. I sold my house and gave up everything. But the way I was looking at it is what is the worst that can happen. We're in a country where, and yeah, it might be a bit of an arrogant way to look at it, but if anything goes wrong and it doesn't work for me, I can come back and get in a little council flat or a little private rent. I could come and do it, but at least I give it a go. We regret the things we regret the things we don't do, not the things we do. You know what I mean? I think it is a different lifestyle. There's so many people doing it now, so it's not just me that feels like that. It's a well-known thing now. Yeah, that's all I've got. Is just do it. Don't think about it. Don't just go for it.
Amazing. Hey, last question is, what's your all-time favorite band and why?
All-time favorite band?
Yeah.
Fleetwood Mac.
Good one.
Because they're so dysfunctional yet work. You know what I mean? It's like the Stevie Nicks and all that thing. It's just, yeah, and obviously they put the problems to one side to succeed. That to me is a big thing. I would like to look at dealing with people and problems, put the emotions to the side, sit down, take accountability for whatever's gone on, accept it, let the emotion pass a couple of hours or something, and then to talk about it and discuss it. Because any other way, it's just doing it with high emotions. It's just a recipe for disaster. You can't take stuff back. It's just. I mean, it's took me 40 years to realize that.
Amazing. Okay. It's all the NDS. Let's play now the word association game. Okay, I'm going to give away some words. Just one word that comes to your mind. Quick thinking. Okay. Let's start with money.
Money. I honestly don't know.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay.
No, they're not right or wrong. Whatever comes to your mind. Okay. One word for fear.
Withhold.
Okay. Family.
Everything.
Life.
Live.
Life. Yeah.
Yeah. Live.
Okay. One word for love.
Love. Commitment.
Sex.
No, that's not a one-word answer. A question I could answer with one word.
Okay, not a problem. Religion.
Oh, don't even go there.
Politics, one word.
Oh my God. Bellends.
Okay, there we go. Straight away. Um, one word for friendship.
Friendship. Loyalty.
Okay. Regret.
Lesson.
Desire.
Chase.
Success.
Persistence.
Like that. Wish.
Dreaming.
Okay. Happiness, one word.
Happiness. Success.
One word for England.
For England.
Yeah.
Failing.
Okay. And the last one now. The coach man on tour. One word.
Yeah. The coachman on tour.
Yeah, one word.
Impulsive.
Okay, I like that. Let's pretend now I'm going to meet your best friend for a coffee, and I'm going to ask your best friend. Define Chris in one positive word and one negative word only. What your best friend would say.
He probably won't be able to answer it other than screw loose.
What's that?
They'd say that I've got a screw loose.
What that means?
As in, I'm a bit wild, and I'll do the stuff that most people want to do.
I see.
What don't. I'm the person that'll be stood there at the side of something, and someone says, and then a couple of them will be stood there going, "Oh, you do that," and meanwhile, I'm already doing it.
I see.
Do you know what I mean? But then they'll also tell you that I'm a good friend, and I'm always there. My loyalty doesn't have any conditions at all, and they will say that. That's
amazing.
Majority of my friends I've known for 35 years.
Wow. And what's your star sign astrology, Chris? I'm curious.
Sagittarius.
Oh my God, Sagittarius, this is interesting. Sagittarius, they compare with other star sign in astrology. Sagittarius, they have the biggest heart. Did you know that?
Yep. Oh, I am textbook to a Sagittarius. It's like I don't always read into all that sort of stuff, but it's hard not to, because they're like looking at it, and even the name Christopher stands for like strength and loyalty and stuff like that. Literally everything I stand for. So it does, but yeah, the Sagittarius is bang on.
It's December, isn't it, your birthday?
Sorry?
It's December, your birthday, isn't it? December.
Yeah, December the 8th.
Wow. Okay, so let's play Chris in the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question. Okay, Chris, you can ask me a question now.
Right. If you were to die tomorrow, could you look back and say you've lived?
What a great question. What a great question. You know what, Chris? Definitely I would say yes. If I would go tomorrow, I would definitely go like, what? I lived, the best of myself. That's for sure. I'm gonna share something personal with you. You're talking about your mom, yeah? So a few years ago, when my mom, she turned 51 for her 51st birthday, I brought her from Brazil to Europe for the very first time. It was her first time in an airplane, was her first time that she left Brazil, and was the very first time when she saw the sea in her life. Can you imagine?
Wow.
Yeah. Where I come from, it's the closest sea coast. It's 2 hours by plane, the closest. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so for me growing up, for you to go to the beach was like a luxury. Yeah. So my mom never had this opportunity. So when I brought her for the very first time, and actually she flew to Portugal because I used to live there before, and I picked her up in Portugal. And we went, around, and of course, I took her to see the sea. And I will never forget, when she saw the sea for the very first time. And since that moment, I said to myself, okay, if I'll die now, I would go happy, just because I could.
No, that
Just
must
because
be very
I could
satisfying. Yeah.
absolutely when I could see her face, I'll just explain to you, describing when I saw her face and she looked, the sea, and I remember her, she touching the water for the first time. I was like, okay, I can go right now, and I'll be the happiest guy in the world. So
Yeah.
since that day, somehow I felt the strongest. I felt like, okay, I'm just here, and I just go with the flow. Whatever happens, I will go
Yeah.
happy. To answer to
Yeah.
your question, for sure, if I would go tomorrow, I would go there feeling the happiest for sure.
Fair play. Fair play. 'Cause that's, well, you probably noticed that's one of the things that my mum asked me when I was younger, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do.
Amazing.
So, listen then.
Amazing. I love the question. My God, I love it. You put me in the spot. I love it. Did you like the interview, Chris?
Yeah, it was brilliant. I was a bit anxious about it at first. I'm not the best on the camera, and some of the stuff that comes out of my mouth, as you already know, can be a bit entertaining, but not always appropriate for certain viewers.
It's okay. A good edition makes better. Thanks so much. Thanks so much for taking the time. Thanks for being so kind and accepting the invitation. And good luck on your journey. I think it's great to see someone sharing your routine, your journey. And I think people, they appreciate that, because sometimes they see someone doing that. It's encouraging, inspiring, because some people, they, see people sharing their lives and, sharing their adventures, and people appreciate that. You're just encouraging people to take it, the first step, and do it.
Yeah, well, I have actually had a lot of people message me and saying thank you and inspiring me and stuff, and I struggle with compliments like that. But it's nice. It's nice to see that people are looking at me and see me do it and they're going through themselves, because I do think we should just go for it.
Absolutely. And sometimes we don't have any idea how much you are inspiring people, and people, they just see some things about us, and we never know. Sometimes people, they appreciate that. Before you go, if you can share a positive message or anything that you live by.
I don't know, because I pretty much said most of them during the video, like what I go by. Like we regret the things we don't do, not the things we do. Live every day like your last. But the main one for me was the last question. That's the one that gives me more than anything. I look at it, if I was to pass tomorrow, can I look back at my life and say, I've lived a successful, full life to the best of my abilities.
Wow. It's a great feeling, and when you know that, when you realize that, there's
a point, and you literally get this feeling, you feel complete. It's like everything is done, your purpose is served, sort of thing, and then everything else is just fun and experience.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, and again, good luck with your journey, and we keep in touch. Okay, it was a pleasure. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. All right, you take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye-bye. See you next time.